Hey guys, how you all doing? It's Alex, the Sega Guru here, and the VMU, the loyal VMU for the Dreamcast. One bit of the console that you probably need if you want to save your progress. Obviously you don't want to use the old password system that, to be fair, most games don't have anyway. But VGNYSoft have come up with a little customization. Now this isn't a shell, but this is some silicon button replacements essentially. So you get a nice little pack like this, nice and colourful as you can see, and yeah, you can essentially just switch these out. There's not a huge amount to do with this, if that makes sense. It's not a real choring task, but we're going to look at how we do it. So obviously this was sent to the show for this purpose of review by VGNYSoft, so thank you to them, big shout out to them. I'll drop a link on where you can grab these. They really don't cost a lot, but it is a good little modification you can do on your little VMU. Let's have a look, shall we? So yes, you are going to need the trusty screwdriver. So there's 4 screws just here. So let's undo those. Nice and simple. Really not much to it. So here we go. Take the top off. There you go. So some of the screws are already falling out, as you'd expect. Here we go. Be careful though. Just be very careful. Just loosen those slightly more. There you go. They should fall out. Yep, there we go. There's one. And there's the other one as well. So be very, very careful with this, because you do not want to break anything. It is a very secure little device. So next up, remove the screw from there. There's one in there and one there. Now you're going to want to lever off essentially the board from the plastic. So let's use our little tool here. You know, the old screen removal type thing. So obviously once you've done that, worked around, it should then pop off. So, as you can see, here's the buttons. Obviously again, you don't want to be losing these bits and pieces here. This is the bit you're replacing. So you just take that off. Nice and simple. Okay. So let's pick out one from the colours. Let's just go, for purposes' sake, let's just go red. There we go, we're in. Pop that little bit, the little plastic bit in here, pop it down. There we go. Okay, so, right, here it is. So this is, like I said, this is it as it stands. So we now need to put it back, obviously, on here. So let's move those screws out of the way. So obviously these bits all need to go back, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, this is essentially how you'll see the button. So really it's changing these ones here, not that one, but these ones here. So it'd be interesting to see if maybe one day they would amend that, but that's hard plastic. But you know, you could also change that also as well technically. But hey, maybe I kind of like the variant of the 2 colours. Anyway, here we go. So okay, so now obviously we've got that done. We want to pop all this back together. So is it that way up? Yes, it is that way up. So we need to obviously put all these little bits back on first. So that was that side there. So that'll, not that you can see really any of this right now. So that goes straight back there. Screw it back in. So yeah, so we got that metal bit on. So what we want to do now is once that screw is It's lined up. Essentially, pop this to where it needs to go. So obviously make sure everything's in place. Either little plastic bit there. Pop it, gently, essentially slide it. That's the way I'm going to do it, because that can go on after. So it should, like I said, it's a screen there, should really just pop in at that point. Or we do it from the other way. There we go. There we go, snapped in. Is that all in place? Yeah, so that's looking correct. Just again, be very careful with that cable. So, let's get these in. Screw those in. Because these will now obviously screw in. Because you've got the plastic holes under. Please ignore that noise if you can hear it. There we go. This bit as well. It's obviously for the battery, which is a very important part. Come on. Play ball. He's in. There we go. So that. They're all back in where it should be. Contacts need a little bit of a clean, but they're alright, they're fine. So let's fold that back over, pop it in, and then there we go. So let's pop our final screws in. And hey presto, there it is. So that is it, up and running. Well, so to speak. I mean, obviously there's no battery in there currently, but that's it, as you can see. It actually looks quite nice. I actually really quite like that. It's a small touch, but for a very small price, I think it's worth it. Yeah, so obviously these are available for pre-order, I believe, at the moment. $6.99, that is. They do ship worldwide from VGNYSoft, and that's it. Yeah, like it.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. As well as that, you can also back the channel on Patreon. QR code is down below. But obviously you can check out this video, you can also check out that video. And on that note, it's Al signing out.